Good morning and welcome back to another episode with Countryside Living with Tracy Lee. I hope you all are doing well this beautiful Monday morning. Looks like we're going to be having some nice weather today. It's a very nice cool morning. So today I want to talk about fertilizer and the coming fertilizer shortage and what different types of natural organic fertilizer we can use. So let's go ahead and let's dig in, and we're going to talk about beating the fertilizer shortage with organic power. So with commercial fertilizer prices rising and supply chains are tightening, the old way of gardening is becoming unreliable. The good news, your kitchen and backyard are already full of the nutrients your plants crave. Going organic isn't just a workaround, it's a permanent upgrade for your health and also the environment. The top natural waste to go alternatives are the following. Stop throwing away those high performance fertilizers, okay? What are they? Coffee grounds. Coffee grounds are full of nitrogen. They're perfect for acid loving plants like blueberries and hydrangeas. Eggshells. I collect a lot of eggs from my chickens, and I save the eggshells and I dry them out, I crush them up, and I have calcium. Calcium, it prevents blossom end rot in tomatoes, and you can bake and grind them for faster absorption. So banana peels are full of potassium, and they promote the flower and fruit growth. And you soak them in water to make a simple banana tea. How about that? Grass clippings, all in one, a free source of nitrogen and potassium. Use them as a mulch to also retain moisture. And we talked about that a little bit on the last episode of doing a lasagna garden, and how you can use your grass clippings and all of your compost material to put on that as well. Wood ash. I have a fireplace, and I've got a good bit of wood ash that I've already distributed out in the garden area. And the wood ash is full of potassium and lime. Use untreated ash to raise the soil pH and add essential minerals. You can have your soil tested at your local cooperative extension, and they can tell you what it's lacking, and then you can add the amendments. Or you can also just buy a test kit yourself. Number 2 is the slow release advantage. So unlike synthetic fertilizers that provide a chemical hit then wash away, organic options work with nature. So organic options, it feeds the soil, not just the plant. Organics build soil structure, increasing microbial activity and water retention. Prevents burn. Natural fertilizers release nutrients slowly, making it nearly impossible to over fertilize and kill your plants. Zero runoff pollution. So by using these natural organic fertilizers, synthetic chemicals often leach into local waterways, and organic matter stays where you put it. So that's even better. Are you guys having fun? They're being silly today. So Another advantage is you can do a DIY power-up fertilizer teas. For a fast-acting boost without the chemicals, brew your own liquid gold. How would you do that? I call it compost tea. Steep aged compost in a bucket of water for 48 hours to create a nutrient-rich tonic for your vegetables. Compost, where do you get that? You can make your own. All of your scraps in the kitchen, I just put them in a bucket, and scraps, I mean your peels, your banana peels, and all of the peels off of the potatoes, your onions, all your vegetables, everything that you peel, that is good to use for fertilizer. Do not put any fats, grease in your compost. Do not put any meats. Don't put any dairy in there. Don't put any orange peels. So you just basically want it to be organic, vegetable type material. So that's how you make a compost tea. Now you can make a weed tea by soaking invasive weeds like nettle or comfrey in water. It captures the deep soil minerals they've pulled up, returning them back to the garden beds. So if you pull up your nettle or any comfrey, you can soak that and use that as a weed tea. It'll put the nutrients back into the soil. Why it's healthier? Well, the reality check is this: it's safer for your families. No keep off the grass signs needed. Organic gardens are safe for kids and pets immediately after application. Indoor air quality. Synthetic garden chemicals can be tracked indoors, releasing indoor air pollution by up to 5 times. Wow, how about that? I don't know about y'all, but some of us that have really sensitive systems that have a lot of allergies to chemicals and things like that, this sounds like a really good option to use. Also, it's healthier because pest resistance. Studies have shown that plants grow in organic soil often have fewer pest issues than those pushed with synthetic blue fertilizers. So going organic has so many benefits, using organic materials to use for fertilizer. And there's a couple other things you can use as well. Chicken manure, you can put that in with your compost. It has a lot of nitrogen in it. Cow manure also. And some people on homesteads raise rabbits, and rabbit manure is used for gardening as well, if you have sheep and goats and all of that. So another alternative. So the best time to start an organic garden was last year. The second best time is today. Start by composting your kitchen scraps this week and watch your soil transform by next season. So it's not too late to get started, and get started today, and then come next year, it's all going to come together. So if you found it helpful today with some of the things that we talked about, make sure to give us a like, a share, and subscribe. Make a comment or two. And we'll be back again, and we're going to be talking about a couple other things. We touched a little bit on natural fertilizer, but we're going to talk about planting heat tolerant seed this year. It's forecasted to be an extremely hot summer, and here in the southeast, it's hot and humid, and with the sun being as strong as it is, I wanted to do some drought resistant seeds this year. So I want to see how that goes along. So on our next episode, we're going to talk about that and take a look at the different types of seeds that I'm going to plant. So Until next time, y'all have a wonderful day today, and I will see you here next time in the countryside. Thanks, and God bless.